All right, so today I'm kind of just raw dogging this voiceover here. Don't have any notes. Just got the last 2 days worth of lifting here in front of me. Figured I'd wind up just discussing it with you, both the lifting going forward, what I'm going to do, as well as competitions and just general fitness for me. So without any further ado, I'll go ahead and start breaking down what I did. This lift was from June 23rd, so it was actually yesterday. Wound up doing an upper body lift. Wound up hitting bench press, as you can see here. Believe I wound up doing, yeah, a max effort lift all the way up to 265. My butt popped up just a little bit, but we'll call it a max effort lift for today. Then I wound up doing some bench press just for some general work. Wound up doing the bench press here, mainly for hypertrophy at 185, which is approximately my body weight. Felt pretty good overall. I'm still trying to develop my triceps right now. That's definitely my weak link when it comes to my pressing. So, with that being said, I'm gonna have to keep working my triceps out quite a bit if I want to get that bench press up. But my body weight is down right now. My body fat is also down right now. I thought I was at about 185. That's what I've been telling people. But this morning, after I ate and wound up lifting, I wanted to weigh in myself before I took a shower, and I weighed 180 exactly. Um, so that was a little bit disheartening. I thought I was 185. Right now, it's kind of just a number for me, but I really want to get up to that 190, 200 mark, and then begin to cut a little bit. I'll, I guess I can go ahead and bring this topic up as well. I mean, I've done it before. I'm out of camp right now. I'm not really training for any fights in particular. I thought I'd have a fight this weekend. Some things happened, you know. I had some practice partners get hurt. Myself, I have some little injuries here and there. But with all that being said, I don't have a fight planned for a little while now. I was thinking, tossing around the idea of fighting in August, specifically August 16th. But with this little bit of a neck problem I'm having right now, I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing for me to do. But I still want to compete, still have goals, and all of that. So what I'm really trying to do right now is focus on long-term health and my skill overall. But with that being said, I am kind of eyeing August 16th now to compete in a beach wrestling tournament out in California. My little brother wants to do it, so I may wind up doing it with him, depending on how my neck feels in the next few weeks. But as long as all that's going to plan, and as long as my lean bulk is also going great, I should by the end of July be around 185, maybe even 190 lean. Um, Maybe I'll even recomp a little bit, wind up losing a little bit more fat. But if I had to guess right now, I'd say my body fat's around probably 10%, maybe even a little bit less. So there's not really much there. Um, but again, I'm not trying to gain too much body fat as well. I do want to increase the size of my waist for personal reasons, primarily because my waist is significantly smaller than my legs, which makes buying pants a little bit of a burden right now. So I want to increase my waist a little bit. You'll notice actually not on this particular lift that we're looking at this day, right? It'll be the next lift that comes up pretty soon. You'll actually notice I threw in some ab exercises, even though it was primarily an upper body day. And again, I should go ahead and say as well, not everything in my exercise, or not everything in both these lifts is um, the full extent of what I've done. I believe there were some dumbbell jumps as well that I did in between sets for my bench press that I didn't necessarily want to record. And then there was also some tricep extensions. And then on this day as well, I think I did some standing ab crunches with some high resistance bands as well. I wound up jumping. I mean, this is in the future, but I wound up jumping as well at the end of today's workout, which you'll see momentarily, which I also did not film. But I digress from all that. Back to the plan. The plan is for me in the next coming, um, I guess, next month and a half to 2 months is just to continue to lean bulk. I'd rather gain a little bit of fat and gain muscle size than stay pretty lean and not make too much progress when it comes to strength. So in the next couple months, that's my goal. My goal is to build some lean muscle, wind up improving my aesthetics as well. That's something that I definitely want to feel confident with. I want to get stronger. I want to, of course, rehab my injuries. That's going to include my knee and now, I suppose, my neck and my traps as well. In fact, you actually see me right now doing those uh, wide grip barbell shoulder shrugs. I wound up strapping up for those, something I don't normally do. Actually wound up getting, I'll go off point here for a minute. I actually wound up getting a new little duffel bag, so I wound up putting my straps in there. It makes it more accessible for me. And those straps, they allowed me to up the weight from normally what I do is 225 for 10-ish reps. I was able to do 225 for, I believe, 20. So I wound up upping it to 275 for the second set, and it felt pretty good. Got a good stretch on it. And I mean, today, I don't really have too much soreness in my traps, so I'm assuming I can go up more. But overall, was happy with that. I just have to sneak in some grip training as well, which I wound up doing actually today on June 24th, whenever I wound up doing some um, ab, hanging ab raises, hanging leg raises. Yeah, hanging leg raises. But you just saw me do some box jumps there at approximately 42 inches, I believe. So I'm trying to keep that athleticism up, trying to stay explosive. My knee actually winds up not hurting as much when I warm it up before I do these things. So I was feeling pretty good that day. After I did that, I wound up doing some hand walks as well. Normally, I do my hand walks as a part of my general warm up, my dynamic warm up, that is. Keeps me athletic, keeps me mobile. A little cool little party trick, I guess. But I wound up doing these at the end to finish that workout. I really wanted to go all the way down, turn around, and come back. So you'll see me kind of taking a second there, kind of just to decompress. But overall, happy with that workout. It was fun. It was real. I enjoyed it. Got something out of it, and that's what matters. So I wound up coming in today, though, on Tuesday, June 24th, wearing all black, everything from my shoes to my hat. Had my glasses on too. Uh, don't normally wear those too often, but uh, I donned those today, I guess. You'll see me here doing the behind the neck standing press here. I did it with 95 pounds, and I'm trying to control it all the way down and all the way up and all that jazz. Again, primarily doing this for aesthetic purposes. Um, of course, there's a strength component as well, the hypertrophy. But um, again, I'm trying to build my shoulders, trying to get big, bolder shoulders, as they say. So I'm going to wind up hitting a lot of presses, lots of presses, lots of lateral raises. The second set felt better. Third set felt worse. You'll see that in a moment. But this is just me killing it. Um, After that, though, well, I guess I can go ahead and bring up. I got a little bit of time here. I can bring up how I was taking a lot of rest between these sets. I was writing a workout for my brother. Again, like I mentioned, we're getting ready for, or I am getting potentially ready for a beach wrestling tournament. However, he is getting ready for a beach wrestling tournament. So I was just writing him basically a 2-month long workout, following basic lifting principles, tailoring it specifically to his needs. Um, and he's doing it similar to what I do. He's going to follow the conjugate method, and we're hoping what's going to happen is he'll build more general muscle, hypertrophy, that is, and towards the midway point, we're going to start upping his explosivity training. It's going to incorporate a lot of jumps. We're going to incorporate the French contrast method. We're going to wind up doing some plyometrics, things of that nature, while decreasing volume and increasing overall, I guess, just intensity when it comes to strength training. So what I'm trying to get for him and eventually me, because I'm going to wind up rewriting my program in the next few days for the next 2 months. Basically, what we're going to try to do, mine's going to be very similar to his, is I'm going to wind up probably for about 2 3 weeks, just tons of volume, almost hypertrophy training with a little bit of explosivity training. And then we're going to wind up transitioning from that 3 week almost block into another 2 to 3 week block where it's going to be a lot of explosivity training, and then the last 2-ish weeks is going to be just a sharp decline in volume, keeping absolute strength, there as high as we can, doing a lot of max work, and then a lot of explosivity training as well, with the last week being more or less an active recovery week. So that's more or less the template I'll be following in the next few days, as well as my brother. And again, we're doing that for a specific reason. So we're trying to make the most of it, while we can. We only got a short time frame, really, especially while we're trying to balance all these variables. It's not just weight training for us. It's weight training along with s- things such as our skills training, which is our sport specific training, right? That's going to be our wrestling, our mixed martial arts. All of that's going to be incorporated with the lifting as well as the diet, and then we also have jobs, and we're getting ready for school and having a social life and balancing all these things. But there's an art and a science behind it, and it might not always be exactly perfect, but we're going to make the most of it. So with that being said, I guess I'll go back and discuss what I'm doing right now. Right now, I'm actually doing some curls in the squat rack. Um, no body needed it, so uh, no real problem there. But wound up loading up 95 pounds and did some cheat curls here. You'll see me here in this black tank top, struggling to get it up. Um, Getting quite a nasty pump there. You can see all the veins in my biceps. Really, I'm just trying to focus on curling this bar straight to my face. I don't quite do it exactly the way I want to every single time, especially with how I'm kind of cheating a little bit here. But more or less, I'm trying to get that bar up to the top of my face without quite hitting my glasses. Basically, what that does is it turns it more or less into a somewhat compound exercise. So we're getting a little bit of back work, a little bit of shoulder work as we're curling it up at the top there. So it's not just a single joint movement for us. It's not just hitting our biceps and a little bit of forearm. We're actually getting biceps, forearm, a little bit of that front delt, and a little bit of back. So yeah, that's why I do these barbell curls to my face. Just a way to sneak in a little bit more volume for some other muscle groups. After that, though, I wound up doing my hanging leg raises. I'm not the biggest fan of hanging leg raises, particularly because when I do them at body weight, I'm forced to do a lot of reps so that I can feel something out of it. I believe I did 2 sets of 18 today, with the limiting factor being my grip. So yeah, I'm either gonna have to start strapping up for this as well, which I don't really particularly want to do, or I'm gonna have to wind up, I guess, straddling a weight between my legs pretty soon. Um, yeah, that's what it looks like I'm gonna have to do if I want to progress at this. But yeah, if I'm not progressing at this for my abs, I mean the other main ab exercise that I incorporate is going to be standing crunches. I typically do those with a cable, and I typically do it in the 10 to 20 rep range as well, airing more on the lower end. I'd rather do less volume and just have it be a higher weight. But those are the two ab exercises that I normally do: standing crunches or hanging leg raises. It seems to hit most parts of the abs. Of course, there's little things here and there that I'll do as well, but those are the two main ones. So, trying to grow my abs right now again, help get my waist just a little bit bigger, and then also be a strong foundation for my upper body as well. Um, but yeah, with all that being said, it was a great workout the last day or two. Um, Gonna wind up continuing to lean bulk. Gonna rewrite my workout for the next coming month or so, and gonna have fun doing it. So, with all that being said, thank you for watching. Until next time, have a great day. Bye.